Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're kind of kicking off something I want to start here on my channel. I'm calling it like First Impression Friday, or like, I just think that sounds nice, but it's more of like, I want to like try new makeup with you guys. Ooh, sorry. And I'm going to upload these every Friday. I can probably do this for a while because I'm always getting new makeup in. I'm not always going to have a full face of makeup. Today I don't. I have quite a few items that could almost be a full face. My hair is still wet. I just got out of the shower. I actually had to work out this evening. It's like 6 o'clock at night. I normally wake up around 5:30 and work out, but I didn't have time this morning, so I had to do it this evening. So I just got out of the shower, but I'm going to go ahead. This is technically not a full first impression. This is my third time using this, but I'm still trying to decide how I feel about it. And since I was originally doing a like wear test on this, and that didn't work out because like halfway through my wear test I had to take all my makeup off because I cried a lot and all my makeup came off. And so I'm still trying this out, but this is the Milani Scream Queen Natural Finish Foundation in 150 Cool Shell. This is the second to lightest shade. It's not the best shade match for me, but it's not bad. This, because it's super light coverage, it claims to be a natural skin finish, buildable light to medium coverage. I don't know about that. And it's pretty long wearing supposedly. So I have a few breakouts on my face. I think that's honestly just from sweating so much when I'm working out now. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try this out with a foundation brush. This is the It Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. This comes out every October for breast cancer awareness. And so I've used this the past couple times with a sponge, and I wanted to try it with a brush. It's decently thick, as you guys can see. So I'm just going to tap some on my brush, kind of dot it on my face. I did already prime my face because I didn't have a new primer to try out. So this is definitely, this matches my neck. This does not match my face. My face is darker than my neck is. But my neck is pretty true to what the rest of my body looks like, minus my arms. So I always generally try to match my neck the best. So I'm just kind of stippling this in. This looks bad. Which has been my impression every time I've used this, is I don't like it. Especially because I don't really like using a brush anymore for my makeup. I would much prefer to use a sponge. But, this looks like garbage. Why did I have to do this again? I'm going to try to build it up here. This looks so bad. I hope you guys can see how bad this looks. I mean, I do and I don't, because I don't want my makeup to look bad, but it doesn't look great right now. And I did, and this is what's frustrating to me, is I did 2 full pumps, and that's a lot of foundation for something that's supposed to be like a light coverage. I can't even get light coverage out of 2 pumps. Like, that's a lot, especially with a brush, because a brush generally doesn't pick up as much product as a sponge would. But you're like, I'm having to constantly put more pumps on my head, and I don't like that. I know some of you are probably like cringing because I don't have my hair back, but I like never put clips on my hair that often. I have occasionally, but in like real life, if I wasn't filming, I would never do it. Okay, so what I'm noticing right now, it looks super cakey through here, and like it's like looks crackly almost. I don't know. I don't have, again, I did all my skincare. I put my favorite primer on. I used the Too Faced Peachy Matte. I love that primer. This looks bad, guys. No matter how I do this, I can't win. I'm gonna try just seeing if I can spray a sponge, because I don't want to get up. But I'm going to just try spraying a sponge a bit. I'm so lazy. And seeing if this helps at all. So this definitely, I need to move my mirror closer to me. Sorry if you can see it. I need to see. This definitely helps quite a bit. I don't think this is medium coverage. I use BB creams that have better coverage than this. And again, like, it has, like, disappearing in this area. And it's, like, sinking into all my pores, which I generally do not have an issue with that at all. I don't have, like, super large pores. And especially when I use that Peachy Matte primer, I, like, never have issues with that. It looked better after I set it with powder. My nose must be a little dry. It's like sticking around my nose. It's already creasing again on the inside. I don't like that I have to wear this. Luckily, I don't have to have this on for very long. But I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer off camera because I don't have a new one to use. And I'll be back once I have my concealer done. So I did go ahead and put concealer on my eyelids to use to prime them. I don't normally do that, but I figured I would today just because I don't really need my eye makeup to last that long today because I'm not going to obviously have it on that long. So for setting my face, normally I would use the Peach Perfect, but I'm going to try the Ciate Extraordinary Translucent Powder. And I'm going to try setting that. I did set my eyelids because if I don't set those right away, they will crease really bad because I have really hooded lids. And then I am going to go ahead and use this to set my under eyes and the rest of my face and just kind of see how this looks. This still has the annoying little plastic sticker. Awesome. So I'm going to sprinkle some out. This feels like the HD setting powder from, oh my goodness, who makes that? Make It Forever? Or like a powder, like a silica powder. More than anything. Just gonna kind of get rid of all the creases. Just gonna use this Luxie brush under my eyes. Kind of just not really baking, but kind of putting a lot of product on there while I set the rest of my face. This feels okay. I don't generally like powders like this that much. I wouldn't use it because a lot of what I want with powder is that like mattifying. Of course my face looks pretty matte right now, but I don't know how this would wear throughout the day. And again, I've always been really picky about powders, and I've just found that Too Faced one is just the best. And so I don't really dabble with others too often. Okay, so doing the rest of my face, I have some new brushes which I am trying to get a video ready for. These are from Refer, and these were made pretty popular around like June last summer when the brand kind of first launched. They had been sending prototype brushes to a lot of the YouTubers that I watch, which is where I heard about them. And so they had a Kickstarter that went until like maybe the end of June, I think. And so I ordered these back in June, and I didn't get these brushes until the middle of December. So it took a while. These are the most expensive brushes I've ever bought. These are natural hair bristles. This comes with a nice like magnetic case, which I enjoy. So inside, I picked the pack where I got to like pick which 5 brushes I wanted. Well, I got like 2 face brushes and I was allowed 3 eye brushes. I ended up picking like the starter pack that they had. I actually have one of these brushes, the number 5 already, that I have been using because I ended up buying this when they launched these to be available. I don't know, when was this? I think maybe in like October. They had some that they launched that you could buy online and have shipped immediately. So I ordered the number 5 then. So I have, with that, I have another number 5. So that's what a clean one looks like. It's a super pretty. I use mine a lot for like a blush, quite a bit. That's like my favorite. You could also use this as like a setting powder. It's a little small for that, for my preference, but these brushes are so soft. The next face brush I got was the number 4, which I plan on using this one more as like a bronzer to kind of carve out a little bit. And then I got 2 or 3 eye brushes. This first one here is the number 2. This is like a packer brush, just a shader brush. And then I got a pencil brush, which is the number 3 brush. So I'm going to use that to try under my waterline. I've been wanting a pencil brush like this, and this looks so nice. And these brushes are so soft. And then the other brush I bought is the number 1. This reminds me quite a bit of my Sigma E25. It kind of has that pinched ferrule down there and kind of goes out a bit like my E25 does. Since this, I've also bought a couple more brushes from the brand, so my face doesn't feel tacky or anything, which I appreciate. So I'm going to go straight in. I don't think I have a new bronzer, but I want to demo using this brush. So I'm just going to grab a bronzer that I have and just kind of so you guys can see what this looks like. I'll just speed this part up. I'm going to use the NARS Laguna. So like a smaller version of my Sigma E F40, which is a flat angled contour. So you can kind of see the size difference. For like a new bronzer and highlighter, I'm going to use the Too Faced Sugar Peach. I just got this in my BoxyCharm Premium. I talked about this. I did an unboxing. I liked this box so much better. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I am going to try this one out first today. So I'm going to use the number, what was this, number 5 brush. And I'm going to go in, I think I'm going to go with that top one that has glitter in it, the Sugar Peach. So that one, it's almost, it looks like a terracotta. I don't know. Can you guys see that? So a little bit more terracotta-y. So I'm going to try that one and just tap into this lightly. I'm hoping, I see a little bit of glitter on my brush, but not a lot. Okay, that's pretty pigmented. So I already know I like the number 5 brush because I already have had it for a few months and it's super nice. I feel like it blends really well. I'm looking down and I don't feel like I can see much of that glitter, so that's nice. I think, no, I can't tell if it was an overspray or not because like the layer that I just tapped off doesn't look, like down below that doesn't look like there's a lot in there. Again, I love the way these smell too. Like, I know some people don't really care for that smell. I like it. Okay, so that's what we're looking at with the blush. So I'm going to pull and use that Peach Pearl highlight. So that Peach Pearl highlight I'm going to use and just use one of my regular, because I didn't really get a highlighter brush. I'm just going to use my Real Techniques. This is actually their setting brush. I'm going to kind of clean it off a little bit. And I'm just going to tap into that Peach Pearl. Let's see how this looks. So that looks pretty blinding. I don't know if that's picking up like it is here. Looks a little icier than I was expecting. I might go over top of that with the Peach Honey after I tap this on over here. Okay, I'm gonna go over that with that bottom more peachy or more deep highlighter. I'm gonna kind of try to be light, because again, it's gonna be too dark on my skin normally. It's like really reflective. I'm just looking down and I can see like when I turn, it's pretty reflective. It's pretty darn reflective, which is really nice. I feel like that kind of toned down some of the iciness of it a little bit and added a pretty sheen. So I'm going to just put a little on my nose. And I'm going to call that a day with the highlight. I'm going to go ahead and I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes to pick from. I'm going to try out the Ciate. This is the Appertini one. So I'm going to just kind of do a little more neutral look tonight. I'm going to use these shades. And I'm going to try out my brushes. So I'm going to go in first, I think. And there's no shade names on this, I'm sorry. But just know this is what I'm using, and I'll kind of try to describe which ones. I think I'm going to go in with the second shade, the more caramely looking shade over here first. That one. So I'm just going to tap this number 1 brush. Okay, a lot of product picked up on that. So that's kind of nice. So I'm just going to try blend this in. So this is my first time using any eyeshadow from Ciate. You guys have to let me know, do you guys really like Ciate? Have you used it before? I don't hear a lot of people talk about it anymore. I don't know, I feel like it's more geared towards like makeup artists, but I feel like they've been branching. This is blending so nice. This is amazing. This makes me so happy. And this brush is like, I don't know if it's this eyeshadow palette or this brush or both of them together, but holy crap, it's gorgeous. It just feels like, this feels like gliding nothing on my eye. It's so soft. I've never ever used real like animal hair type brushes until these ones, but boy do I understand the price tag, because I've never felt a makeup brush feel like this before. I'm going to go in with the same brush, I think. I think I'm going to go into this very top darker brown. Most of the top row is mattes and then the bottom row is shimmers. There is this one in the middle, that peachy one in the middle on the top row that has, it looks like glitter in it, so I don't know how that would work. going to go with this pencil brush, and I'm going to do that brown shade that we just did on the outer corner. I'm going to tap in, tap a bit off, and try running this under my waterline. My eye is watering over here, but that's normal. I'm going to go in that first brown shade and just kind of I love how you can just like run this brush underneath. It's amazing. Okay, and the last brush I want to test out is the number 2 brush. And I'm going to go in, I think I'm going to go in and use all 3 of these shimmers this way onto that one. I'm not going to use that back copper one. So I'm going to kind of start with the middle peachy shade. And I'm going to put this, I don't know if I'll have to spray this. Okay, I'm going to go in with that darker brown now, I think. Okay, I'm going to go in and clean off this brush. This is still the same brush. And I'm going to go and try to build up that peachy shade a little bit more. The first shade we used. I'm going to try to build that up a bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to take a smaller brush. I want a smaller shader brush than those. I'm going to take this like just flat shader brush that I use all the time from Bodyography. I have like 3 of these because I love this brush. But I think this is looking pretty good. What do you guys think? I'm pretty happy. Sometimes I like to do nude looks. I'm going to go into that first shade, the lightest shade. This does seem to be maybe a little bit different formula. Maybe has more glittery type particles in it. I don't know. That's what that is looking like. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to take that shade and kind of go under my brow bone a bit. I haven't done my brows yet. Don't judge me. Okay. I'm going to do I have any other new makeup? I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup up, and then I'm going to come back at the end because I do have a new setting spray I want to try out. So I will be right back. Okay, so I don't have mascara on, but I did put some eyeliner on and some lipstick on, and I did my brows, but I cannot put mascara on until after I set my face. And so this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Pollution Protection. I thought it would go well with our screen protection kind of deal. I don't know, protection. Although it is late and this will not be coming off. So I'm going to give this like a couple, see, I'm glad I did. This smells just like the regular, if not a little bit like the summer solstice one. I use the all-nighter setting spray pretty much every time I do my makeup because it's like my favorite. So let's just see. The mist came out pretty much the same. This just like claims to help have like an environmental defense with temperature control technology. Whatever that means. I don't know if the regular all-nighter spray has that too. So basically the only difference here is this has the environmental defense. And again, I don't know how you gauge that in a setting spray. But yeah, okay, now I'm going to do my mascara and I will be right back. So this is where we're at with my face. Oh my goodness. My nose is so itchy. I will say that I feel like this made my skin feel kind of tight. Like I went and brushed my hair after I finished. And I feel like my face feels a little bit tighter than it normally does. I gotta get this hair. Okay, so a quick rundown. The foundation, I don't like it. I'm going to do a full review of this at this point. I was going to do just a first impression. I'm going to do a review. Look for that in the next week or so. But I'm going to wear it a couple more times and try to make it work. But so far, I do not like it. The eyeshadow palette that we used, I loved this. I really like the way this blended. I thought it looked I really like the look that we did. I'm pretty happy with this. The Sugar Peach palette, I used 3 of the shades. The only shade I didn't use is this one down here, but all the other ones I'm really, really liking. And that one, I feel like is the one that I probably have the most of in my collection because I like colors like that. So I'm pretty confident that if it's like the others, I will like it. As far as the setting powder, it's okay. It's not my favorite. I feel like it made my face, like it settled in weird, and I don't know if that's just with the foundation. It didn't really blend well into my skin, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't like the way my skin looks right now, and I don't know if it's the foundation or the powder or the two of them together, so I definitely need to try this out more. What else was new? The brushes, you don't go there. You don't even go here. So the Referral brushes, I love these. I will be doing a dedicated video just to these brushes because these are amazing. So far, spoiler alert, that's what I'm talking about. And then, was there anything else new that I used? Foundation, powder. I don't know how I feel about it making my skin feel a little tighter. I will keep using this because I do use the all-nighter pretty much every day, so I have a good like base knowledge of what this is like to be able to compare it to this. But first off, I feel like it was a little bit, it made my skin feel a little bit tighter than usual. But overall, I think this was a pretty okay. There were a couple things I didn't like, but for this first video, like going out into like a first impression Friday, I'm pretty happy with this. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to see me do this on my channel, because if you guys hate this, I won't do it. But I just really like these types of videos. It's a way for me to try out a bunch of different products and just shove them into one video. But yeah, that'll be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe before you go if you haven't already. I'm trying to stick to a better upload schedule of at least 3 videos a week. It's been a little bit hard with trying to balance my real job and trying to do this as like a hobby. But I am trying to be more dedicated to making sure I'm putting out 3 videos a week. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks. Bye!